Hey Team FXG, good morning here from Vancouver. Pound yen analysis coming up next. Now, I really like the push and exhaustion cycles this pair is giving us. It makes things a lot easier to understand. And it also, as you'll see in the analysis towards the end of the video, it saves us from a not so good entry. So pound yen, let's get into it. All right, pound yen starting on the monthly as usual. First thing we do, we look for horizontal area of sensitivity to identify our zones. So now we want to talk about flow. We want to look at price action. We want to understand as much as we can. So we see strong push to the downside. Price reached its monthly lower zone. We see buy sensitivity enter the market. Exhaustion begins, okay? Once price reaches its monthly upper zone, exhaustion is completed with an injection of sell sensitivity for that continuational push to the downside. Now, we see a strong monthly pin bar close followed by a strong bullish candle close following that pin bar, meaning that there's a lot of buy pressure in the market. We're likely going to see price either just retouch its monthly upper zone or also try to break to the upside. So in summary, the main takeaway I get from the monthly is just there's a lot of buy pressure in the market at the moment, and we're likely going to see price try to make its way up to its monthly upper zone. So now let's take it down to the weekly for a closer look. All right, on to the weekly. We're looking for horizontal area sensitivity to identify mid-range zone, okay? So this one's a little bit tricky. And also, it's very possible that you have more than one zone. Okay, so we identified our weekly mid-range zone. We identified the downtrend with lower highs. We are on the weekly, so let's make sense of monthly flow. Here's that monthly push to the downside, monthly exhaustion, monthly continuational push. Price made it pretty close to its lower monthly zone, but buy sensitivity push price right back up. We have a lot of buy pressure, and we can definitely see that that buy pressure has continued since we also have broken our weekly downtrend to the upside. Doesn't look like sellers have much strength in the market at the moment, telling us, well, we're only looking for an entry to the upside. So the main takeaway on the weekly is very similar to the main takeaway on the monthly. Again, confirming buy pressure, also identified by the break and close of this downtrend to the upside. So now let's take it to the daily for a closer look at price action. And what I notice is this strong bullish engulfing candle close after retest. This is again just buy sensitivity entering the market at the most optimal point. So after price reached its lower weekly zone and closed with this pin bar close, it just told me that there was a lot of buy pressure in the market. That's why I sent out a long signal on this pair, which was obviously, as you can see, a successful trade. But what do we do after any winning trade or after any losing trade? That's right, we completely eliminate it from the charts and we do our analysis from the monthly as if we never were in this trade. Okay, so I want to take it down another time frame for entry. Now, here's this higher time frame, our weekly downtrend to the upside. Here's this break to the upside. This is our push, right? After a push, what's next? In exhaustion, we see bullish engulfing candle close. That's exactly what we want to see at completion of exhaustion. And now we're going to see continuational push to the upside. Entry one will go like this. We stay patient. We wait for the full break and close of our weekly upper zone to the upside. This will be considered a push because this is an area of significance, requires a lot of energy to break and close to the upside. So we wait for the break and close. That's a push. We then stay patient, wait for exhaustion to retest, and price action confirmation will send us to the upside. This is preferably a bullish engulfing candle close like we see here. This confirms that there is an injection of buy orders giving us the energy we need for the next move to the upside. Now, what's really important is to know that winners don't enter at a completion of a push. Winners will enter at completion of exhaustion. Now here we see a push, exhaustion, and a bullish engulfing candle close. That's price action confirmation, but I want to explain why I didn't enter long here. And the reason why is because we identified our weekly area of sensitivity. There's a potential that there was going to be an overwhelming amount of sell sensitivity, which didn't make this risk reward even plausible. After I saw this bullish engulfing candle close, I realized that the safest entry would be once price breaks its weekly zone to the upside. That would be the highest probability entry, and that's what we're going to do. Now, what would make this trade invalid? Very simple. If price fails to break this weekly zone to the upside, we know that there's just too much sell pressure, not enough buy pressure for the next continuational move. This trade becomes invalid in the event price does not break its weekly zone to the upside. Have a great day, team. And I just want to say quickly, very, very proud of many of you. Keep rocking. Chat soon.